What is going on, my beautiful peoples? We are riding and driving and riding. But I want to have a conversation with you today. Don't be letting people walk all over you. We're going to talk about this thing. I ain't in my feelings or nothing, but this is something that I just want to communicate, a message that I want to share, and hopefully in the process, it benefits someone and that kind of deal. We rocking the avatar since we driving. I'm gonna kind of glance at the chat here and there, but we multitasking because I gotta get to the gym, get this workout in. But let's play our intro. We're gonna get this thing started, and then we're gonna have this conversation. I'll be right back. This is Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek, aka Joe. Welcome to my car. Welcome to the live stream. We appreciate you being here. We love for you to take the time to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell so you'll know the next time that we drop content. We go live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Monday is Motivation Monday. We focus on motivation. Tuesday is Tech Tuesday. Yes, we're going to talk about technology and a little bit of motivation and how we can use the two. Third, on Wednesday, is Work on You Wednesday. We're going to talk about fitness and we're going to talk about other things that make us better people. We drop fitness videos, we drop tech videos, we drop motivation videos, as well as YouTube shorts. But let's show some love to our silver and our gold members. And then, y'all, we can get this party started. Let's go. How you be in 2023? I got the headphones connected to the iPad. Let me know if that sounds better. Let me know if it sounds worse. If it sounds worse, then woo. Anyway, we're gonna see how this goes. Y'all, let me know how we sound. If we good, give me a 5x5. In the process, I'm gonna speak to everybody. We got MD in the building. What's going on, fam? How you doing? How you doing? We got my buddy, the one and only Unbiased LLC, aka Ashy Gang is in the building. What is going on, sis? How are you doing? We got Pescatarian Garden in the building. Hey, fam, how you doing? How you doing? We got my bro Odom in the building, the one and only Odom's Homestead. Y'all, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I got a lot of stuff going on at work right now. The IT director's last day was Friday. He took a new position. So right now I'm interim IT director. And needless to say, with me doing two jobs, I don't have enough time to work and lurk a little bit, show some love and that kind of deal. So I pop in where I can fit in for a minute or two. And then I got to get back to this job because that pay the bills, you know what I mean? I can't mess that up. But thank y'all for rocking with me and still showing me some love and coming through. I appreciate y'all. We's family, y'all. We's family. Oh, we got my buddy Psalm 146 in the building. What's going on, Psalms? How you doing? How you doing? So I want to have this conversation with you because this is something that doesn't happen to me often now, but it used to happen to me in the past. I would let people walk over me, and it would be with the best of intentions. I'd want to help so much that I would help to my own detriment. I'd want to do so much to take care of others that I neglected to take care of myself. I would do so much and at the end of the day have nothing left, and it would begin to fuel resentment because in my mind I gave everything to everyone else, but nobody was giving back to me in the way that I was giving to them. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I gotta crack this window just a little bit, y'all. Otherwise, this cellular router gonna overheat, and we ain't gonna have no live stream. Oh yeah, oh the workflow, bruh, it's crazy. I know you're dealing with the same thing, fam, with your job and the changes and what you got going on and the hours that you work and that kind of deal. So I already know it's crazy for you, bro. I already know it's crazy. But I wanted to have this conversation because I feel it's very important that we discuss topics such as this. Now, the thumbnail that I chose, it's hard to tell, but that used to be someone's little doll. But you can't tell no more because that little doll has been through the ringer. I mean, that little doll has been through it all. No pun intended. So, unfortunately, the way society works, and I'm not going to say all, because all um, is a stereotype, which doesn't fit because it's not one size fits all. But what I will say is this: there are a great majority of people that are perfectly happy using you until they don't need you anymore. They are perfectly content with using you until they don't need you anymore. And at that point, they move on to the next. And they leave a trail of the same thing we see in the thumbnail. Little dolls everywhere. You know what I mean? Using people and moving on to the next, forgetting the people before them, and that kind of deal. Pescatarian Gardener said that's the truth. I appreciate you, fam. Thank you for tapping in and co-signing on what we're talking about today. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. Oh, snap. We got Big Bro and Big Sis in the building. African dreaming. Y'all already know how we do. Let me drop this link just in case they want to come up. Just in case they want to come up. Oh, we got Chef in the building, Drunken Chef. What's going on? We got Backlash Fisherman in the building. What's good, bro? How you doing? How you doing? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. But yeah, that's what happens. People are perfectly content using you until they move on to the next. Now, in the animal kingdom, that animal that does something similar to that is called a leech. There's a lot of people that are willing to leech off of you because it's less work for them. So they are perfectly content to ride your coattails, to whatever it takes to get something out of you with the least amount of effort on their part. It just is what it is. Now, for that reason, it's important for us to distinguish who is who. Now, you can't always tell immediately. Hey, Backlash, I got you, bro. I got you. You know you got vegetables coming, fam. That ain't even a problem at all. Mr. 5-gallon buckets and chicken wire. Yeah, you know how we do. We got my sis Kim in the building, aka 2 times 5, aka the educated natural, aka we are legally protected. But yes, in the animal kingdom, That animal's called a leech. It happens. People do it all the time. That is how that animal survives. They attach themselves to a bigger mammal and they literally drain them of their resources. Um, Hey, man, Chef, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. And I'm gonna be honest, man, I've been busy and I haven't been able to get to your channel to show you some love like I should. So tonight, I'm gonna make sure to run some of your playlists and some of your latest live streams and collabs. That way I can show you some love too. And when I catch you live, I'm gonna be right there. Right there. I appreciate you, bro. That's the real one right there. That means a lot. Thank you, fam. Thank you. We got XNYC Prepper in the building. What's going on, bro? How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for coming through. So, the point I'm getting at is this. Now, you may look at two trees when they're growing. They may both be peach trees. They may both be fig trees. Initially, they look the same. It's not until they begin to produce fruit. Okay, I got you, big bro. What's going on, big bro?
Man, what's good? I'm just enjoying the conversation so far. Go on ahead, man. Go on ahead.
Man,
Keep speaking what you speaking, bro.
I appreciate you, big bro. I appreciate you. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know where this came from, but like I said, it ain't nothing that happened in my personal life, and I'm trying to get up here and low key go at somebody without going at them. But this is just a message that was in my heart that I just wanted to share. Um,
Yeah,
because I don't want people sending me messages and comments talking about they did you dirty and like it ain't nothing like that. I just, you know what I mean? It was just here and I just had to share it. That's all.
right. No, I feel that, man. I mean, um, with the world we live in, unfortunately, in many ways, we live in a real dog eat dog world. And the whole concept and idea of not letting people walk over you is something that I put it like this, Joe. You know how you can know something, but you still need to be reminded of things you already know?
Yes, sir.
That's the conversation you're having right now, my good sir. That's the
And
conversation you have.
and Jay, I'm gonna need you to get out my brain because literally that's the that's the whole point of this thing. That's the whole point of this thing because like I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm trying to remember where I heard this quote from. I think I saw it on TikTok, but I can't remember who said it. But in essence, the way it went was when an eagle is flying and it sees another bird, it knows that that other bird has to be an eagle because nobody else can fly where the eagle flies.
Mm, 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 mm.
So yeah, I'm just robins can't do what eagles can do. So my point is this: choose those that you rock with carefully, because when you start inviting people into your inner circle, you're giving them keys to the kingdom, and some people might want that kingdom to have their name on it and not yours.
Oh man, I got nothing to say, sir. I'm just gonna sit back on the first pew and enjoy this right here, cause baby, my goodness.
Now, I appreciate you, big bro. I appreciate you. But I want your perspective. Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me what you're feeling.
I think you 100% right. I think that in our everyday physical lives on the job, whether we own and operate or our own business, whatever, either way it goes, you dealing with people. So that means you dealing with personalities. That means you dealing with attitudes. That means you dealing with perceptions. That means you may or may not be dealing with envy. That means you may or may not be dealing with jealousy. That means you it ain't no telling what all you dealing with. but that's what you confronted with. And until you solidify and define a certain set of boundaries that either can be crossed or cannot be crossed, you pretty much telling everybody I'm a free for all. Take your chances with me. You can roll the dice, you can see how it go, but just try it and we'll see how it work out. But when you have firm and well established boundaries, in essence, you more or less letting the rest of the world, friends, family, co-workers, everybody know this my play zone, this my cutoff zone, this where I start and this where I stop. Because at the end of the day, baby, we teach people how to treat us. Period.
Now I'm gonna mention this, and I'm gonna mention this for a reason. And I'm not comparing anybody to animals, but I want to drive this point home of what you just said. I want to take it a step further, big bro. I want
Take
to
it,
take it a
sir.
step further.
Take it.
Um,
Take it.
Now, for those of us that own pets, y'all know I got a dog. Um, 90% of pet owners are being trained by their pet, and they think they're training their pet.
Oh,
And
come on, man.
I, now, I mean, you tell a dog to sit, and he don't sit, but then you keep telling him to sit. He sit when he get ready. So who was really trained? You see what I'm saying? You thinking you doing something, but in essence,
Yeah.
he's training you because he like the sound of your voice.
Oh,
You let him off the leash, and now that same hard-headedness is displayed in a way that you are no longer in control. I got you, big bro. So now, because you didn't nip that in the bud when you had him on the leash, he off the leash and he ain't coming back. It's the trifecta. Big bro vision. What's good?
Man, what y'all up here pontificating about today, man?
Life, my good sir.
I,
It's
I'm
What's
I'm
going on,
here.
business?
I'm hearing y'all talking about training dogs and all this other stuff, man. And I'm sitting over here with this baby lion cub. See, and and and
Right,
and
right,
and,
right.
and just to inject what you said about, I heard briefly about leash training and all that. And now that he's off the leash, you can't get him back. Well,
Uh-huh.
see, the first mistake was you didn't train him in anyhow, anyway, before you put him on the leash.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what you got to do. You got to lay the foundation before you give him the keys.
That part.
Yeah.
You know.
That part.
And a quick story. My dad had a 1978 Cadillac Coupe de Ville,
Yes.
and before I could even drive it, I was probably 13. Okay. He made
Okay.
me wash and clean that car.
Ooh.
And I'm like, why I gotta? He said, because you need to have some skin in the game. If I'm gonna let you drive this, you need to treat it like it's yours. So therefore, you gonna wash it before and take care of it before you step your little stink butt in it and drive it. Lesson learned.
Yeah.
That's deep. That's deep. That's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep.
And that was and he was absolutely right. Because if we don't have any type of investment into something we've never had before, we're not going to give it the proper attention or treat it the way it needs to be treated.
Yes. Exactly. Exactly. Now.
That's real. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes,
I'm sorry.
sir.
Go ahead, Jay. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you didn't cut me off. I was just in agreement, man. And I was just gonna say it's kind of like the elephant. Now it's more rare here in Africa, but it's very popular in India and in a few places here in Africa. Don't let people walk all over you. I'm saying one of actually the most powerful mammal on the planet that I know of is an
Yes.
elephant.
Right.
And to tie that into what Vision was saying, because I know what kind of little young monster he dealing with over there. That's gonna be,
Yeah.
whew, that's a whole different
Yeah.
ball game. Yeah, boy. That ain't just a dog. That ain't your every neighborhood dog. You yeah.
Right.
He got a
But
baby hyena.
hey man, he got a baby monster over there.
Yeah.
But think about the elephant. Don't be the elephant in this regard, because what people do is take elephants when they babies and they'll
Go
tie them
ahead,
to a
Jay.
stake. They'll tie them to a stake
Right.
with a chain around their neck. And this baby elephant don't have the strength at the time to break that stake. Now, by the time they a full grown female or male elephant, they got the power to literally flip over a whole house. Cars ain't nothing. Cars is like flipping tic tacs.
Right.
Don't let yourself be the
Yep.
elephant, because you condition yourself to allowing yourself to be mistreated, and you walking around a grown man or grown woman, never specifically defining boundaries in this world, and let other people make you be that baby elephant stuck to a stake in the ground that you can very easily pull up, but you don't realize it because you've been compromised out of acknowledging your own level of strength. That's what you shouldn't do.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
Don't let people walk all over you, man.
Jay, 1,000,000% right. 1,000,000% right. 1,000,000% right. That's deep. That's so true. That's so true. And to bring all of this together, what happens is we're gonna go back to the dog for just a second, and then we're gonna tie in the elephant too, because like for some of us in certain ethnicities, it's cool to have that big old pit bull or whatever that's dragging you down the street, and you look cool being drugged by it down the street, and people think you tough, but you ain't in control. The dog's in control.
Right.
All he got to do is break one good time. Your knees gone, your ankles gone, and you scraping your thighs while he drag you down the road. Um,
That's right. That's right.
and, and then when you tie it in with that elephant, because see, because you didn't train that dog how to walk on a leash, it's the opposite of the elephant. It knows I can do whatever I want to whenever I want to. So it has no concept of restraint. Whereas what Jay mentioned, the elephant has no concept of the lack of restraint. So
Right.
my point
Yep.
is this: if you're gonna allow somebody in, make sure that they value what you have as much as you value what you have.
Got that right. Said you need to
So
say that again for the people in the bushes that missed it.
If you're gonna let somebody in, make sure that they value what you have as much as you value what you have.
exactly. And for those who don't know, if y'all ain't checked out Vision, he got a new addition to the family
Yes.
that in probably 10 months from now, everybody's mouth gonna be hanging open, because they're gonna be like, ain't no way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ain't
Ain't no
no
way.
way.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. But check this out. In the meantime, make everybody that you encounter, and don't feel bad about it. You don't have to be tacky, you don't have to be rude, you don't have to be mean, because mutual people understand other mutual people.
Right.
Yes.
Whether it's that new job, whether it's that new environment, whether it's new this or new that, whatever, meet people. And I'm not saying make the like Joe said earlier, we not comparing people to animals or canines or nothing like that, but make them be the puppy with regards to how they gonna treat you. Now that's not saying that
Ooh,
you
that's
go around
good. Yes,
Yeah.
that's
discriminating.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not telling them what to do or how to do it, but I just met you. I'm your new puppy, and you my new puppy, and we gonna sniff at each other. We gonna feel each other out. I'm gonna know your boundaries, where you can go with me, where I can go with you. Now at the end, somebody probably gonna walk away, maybe with an upper hand, but if nothing else, just with mutual understanding and agreement. But don't let nobody walk all over you.
That's
Yes.
right.
Period.
That's right.
Period.
Yes.
Yes. You heard your nephew throw in his 2 cents there.
That was him.
Yeah, that was him.
Man,
Hmm.
that's the truth right there. And
Right. You right, Jay.
What's up, fam? What's going on, young man? It's just me and you now, Vision.
All right. Well, he'll get it together. In the
Yeah.
meantime, folks, and you don't have to do it, rudely or out of turn. Be precise, be consistent, and smile at them when you tell them.
Mm-hmm.
Smile
Mm-hmm.
at them. Say, hey, I don't know about this, but I'm willing to give it a try. Here's the boundaries. Here's the limit. This is what I
That's it.
need you to. This is what you can do right now until we figure this thing out.
That's it. That's it.
Yep.
And a Vision 100% right. And I'm gonna tell you something else. It never stops, in my opinion.
Well, you
It's
better get
gonna
off them blueberry bushes.
it
Go
must
ahead.
be
I'm
a
sorry.
squirrel. It must be a squirrel.
Nah, it's your
but
nephew out here running
Oh.
around.
eh,
Try
now
he trying to jump this blueberry bush. I'm like, dude, come on, man. That bush ain't done nothing to you.
but now
he,
I'm gonna tie in what you just said, Vision. Once you finish, Jay, because I don't want you to lose your train of thought, big bro.
I still got it. Go ahead, baby boy. Go ahead.
Now this is the thing that may seem like a small subtle correction because it was only 2 seconds, but that was an instant
Mhm.
correction that now he will remember moving forward. Because when you have standards, if your standards change, you can never train an animal. Now, what Big Bro Vision has is not for the faint of heart. Because if you don't know how to be
Mhm.
the alpha, that dog will run over you. That ain't no foolishness.
Absolutely,
That ain't no
absolutely.
foolishness.
Yeah.
Hey,
No,
it's the same thing with people. If my standard is
come here.
6 foot here today, but tomorrow is 4 foot, well, guess what? Somebody coming in tomorrow with 3 foot just to see if they can get by. 4 foot
Right.
working.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't you see what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yep.
sir. Yes, sir.
See, he out here doing what he's supposed to do. He just got a blackberry off the bush. This boy is something else. But that's the whole key. You gotta do it in a stern yet uncompromising um, position. You ain't, like I said earlier, but while you dropped off, you ain't got to be screaming and hollering and calling them every
Right.
name but the name on
Yes,
their birth certificate.
Right. Right.
But
And
if you do it in kind and love, they're probably respected more.
yep,
mm-hmm. And and I'm gonna tell you something from my life experience. Uh, being the oldest one up here.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, now look here. Check this out, family. You see, I'm still extremely close with Joe. Motivation. I'm still extremely close with Vision. Now,
yep,
what not only content creation, but just good old fashioned all these years of living done taught me when you got people, and this go for men and women, when you got the kind of person that's so used to being the biggest voice in the room, the biggest, the loudest, the this and that, when they come across somebody who can match that energy in a way that they don't know how to manage, they disappear. They'll leave.
yes,
They
Yes,
go away because
yes,
they don't know how to handle it. They don't
that's
know how
right.
to handle you. But when you meet your equals, men or women that are your peers, and y'all on an equal playing field with mutual respect, y'all can chop it up all day. Y'all can you build camaraderie, you build fellowship, you
exactly.
build brotherhood and sisterhood. but don't let nobody walk all over you, because those super big personalities, sometimes they so big that they just need to be somewhere all by themselves so they can have all the space they need, baby.
That's true.
So no,
That's
they
true.
need to be out of the pasture.
Oh,
Facts.
yeah. Yes, they do.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
put them
do.
out in the pasture. Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Uh,
I wanted to share this message, and I'm so glad that this turned into the terrific trio, because I don't know if I could have done it as eloquently as we have so far on my own. So I appreciate both of you wonderful gentlemen for being willing to come up here and talk with us. And Vision brought a prop. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey man, this is for real. Cause your boy just saw a squirrel run up the tree. He ran over to the tree and started barking at him.
I heard him. I heard him.
already,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
already,
Mm-hmm.
man.
2 months old. He out here trying to run everything and
Oh,
ain't got
soon he
nothing.
will be.
Yes.
Soon he will be. But he will be under your command and control. That's the
Yes
difference.
indeed. Yes
That's
indeed.
the
Yeah.
difference.
Yes.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Now, I will say something else that I feel is important to mention in this conversation as well, since we're utilizing the training of animals in the process to um to have this conversation. Um, if you're training an animal of any kind, and everything that's done receives the same amount of energy, it becomes confusing.
That's
Because
right.
if they're doing the worst of the worst, it's the same as if they're doing the slightest of the slightest. And
Mm-hmm.
why I'm mentioning that is, when it comes to those that we interact with, the small things don't have to have this huge reaction. I can address this, let you know how I feel, and move on. But guess
That's
what?
right.
Now you've graduated to step two. Next time I'm gonna come just a little bit more with it, until eventually you run out of time, and I don't come back no more, and neither do you.
Right.
So
Right.
you got to measure this thing, because sometimes it's ignorance, sometimes it's not knowing, sometimes it's not thinking. They had a bad day, and before they even realized it, they said XYZ. They ain't really mean it. So you come at them with full wheels up and fire. They like, dog,
Right.
bruh. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
So you got to level that
Hey,
thing out.
no, I completely understand what you're saying, and I got something to say to that. I just want to say real quick, welcome to
Yes,
everybody
sir.
coming in, prepared Irishman, growing
Yes
without heat
indeed.
and sassy, Miss
What's going
Cheryl,
on, bruh?
huh?
Nah, go ahead, bruh.
Okay, Miss Cheryl Faulkner, Coach Mary Ma, Happy Max, Psalm, everybody that's in here, scratching Pete PA. What's good, brother? Thank y'all for being here, supporting motivation from the weightlifting geek. And if y'all haven't shared this live out, please go ahead and make that happen, man. For real. Now I kind of that's what Vision would
Thank you.
usually say, because my brother come in and remind me to do that, or he put it in the chat or come up and say it, and hell, I've been them forgot. So
Me too.
y'all please,
Thank you.
Miss Queen Gertrude, yes, thank you for being here. Y'all please share this live out. But as far as what motivation just said, the reason that I can be so easy with both of you two gentlemen is because for a few different reasons. One, I'm dealing with grown men. For two,
Facts.
I'm dealing with grown
Mhm.
men. And for
Facts.
three,
Mhm.
I'm dealing with respectable men. I'm
Yes,
dealing
sir.
with men who know how to control not only their narrative, but their emotions to an extent where those types of situations rarely happen, especially over online. Now we all have bad days. I done had some rough days. I know y'all have them too.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But when you decide to sit down in front of your computer or open your phone and decide to get yourself up on these here internets, if you so emotionally immature or emotionally lacking, that you can no longer ascertain yourself or dictate your emotions via whatever live you in, or real time correspondence. I can't really negotiate myself with you the way I can with these two gentlemen, because just like Joe said, you don't want to snap and go to 100 on somebody who's having whatever real life events they dealing with, but it's a two-way street, because just like I'm expected, or I should have control to understand what you're going through, you need to have control, whoever you are, or whoever that individual or person in your life may be. They need to have enough control to realize that whatever situation they dealing with that put them in that state of mind ain't got a doggone thing to do with you. So it's a
That
two-way
part.
street.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got, fellas. That's all I had to say.
And 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 and
No,
I'm gonna throw
that's
this
a
in here.
mouthful.
Yeah. Every day we wake up, there's two things we have. Every day we wake up: choices and chances.
Mm, mm, mm,
Ooh,
mm, mm.
hold
Vision,
on.
say it one more time, bro. Come on, one more
Every
Yeah.
time
day.
for the people in the back.
Every day we wake up, folks, we have choices and chances.
Yes,
That's
sir.
it.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
And them
yeah.
choices and chances can dictate your day, whether it's good or bad. Plain and simple.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna throw this out here too. There's a reason why um certain people don't get fooled with. And let me put it to
Right.
you this way. Now, by no means am I advocating violence or anything like that, but I'm gonna use this because this is a situation that many people can relate to, regardless of your background. Whatever gang it may be, whether it's the mafia or the local thugs are us, whatever the case may be. We all know about gangs, but there's a reason why people don't fool with them, because they
Right.
proved who they were in the past. So now
Yeah.
my reputation precedes me. I don't have to show you every time what I'm capable of, because other people tell you what I'm capable of before I even have to say anything. So
That's true.
Right.
my,
Right.
my point, like, I'm not saying that you got to be mean to everybody. That's not what I'm saying by
Come on.
any means. Y'all know I'm cool, level headed. Rarely do I ever, you know what I mean? But what I'm saying is this: just because I'm quiet don't mean that I'm a doormat. And I'm just
Ooh.
Come
reminding
on,
people
bro.
that a doormat don't talk, but it don't mean that, you see what I'm saying? Like,
Yes,
th-
sir.
Exactly.
so I, all I'm saying is let people know where you stand in the way that needs to be mentioned at that time. It ain't
Right.
always got to be difficult. It ain't always got to be hard. It ain't always got to be this big whoop-de-doo. But there's a way you can let somebody know, hey, I don't appreciate that. And
Yeah.
it might just be that simple. Listen,
Right.
I don't appreciate that.
Don't
And that's
don't
it.
That's real.
don't take my kindness as a weakness.
That part right there.
Because
That's it.
there's a reason why I'm as meek and mild and laid back as I am. Because I ain't scared of you.
Yes.
I'm scared of what I know, what I'm capable of doing.
Oh, talk
Ooh,
to him,
yeah, that's
Vision.
it.
Talk to him.
That's it, bro.
Boy.
You know.
That's it.
You know. Hey,
That's
hey.
it.
As see, because I am the oldest one up here, I can say this. I can truly say this because I am the oldest one up here. Life in prison is not a deterrent for me. Okay.
Ooh,
Right.
okay.
Life
Okay.
in prison is not a deterrent. Okay.
Yeah. In other words, business is going to be handled when business needs to be handled.
Correct.
Now,
Yes, sir.
and this is like the other thing too with this is um living the life that we were just mentioning of those in organized crime or whatever the case may be, that kind of deal, it becomes old. It sounds good at first, but after a while, you just want to be able to just
Come
be.
on. That's it.
You
That's
see what
it.
I'm saying?
That's
To
it.
just be. So, what I'm mentioning is you are actually liberating yourself by having standards. Because when you have standards, you are able to live in those standards and you don't
Mm-hmm.
have to worry about everything else.
That's
But if you
right.
never
Mm-hmm.
have standards, you always got to worry about somebody coming at you because they don't know where you stand.
Correct.
Right. Right. Right.
Correct.
No, that's real, bro.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
And just to kind of bring it all together from what you said and what Vision said on the cool, real talk, man. I mean, like, I remember when new. I'm showing my age here. Vision say he the oldest, but I'm showing my age now. When I remember I I remember when that whole attitude, that vibe, that everything was that whole New Jack City feel, that whole
Yeah.
New Jack City kind of vibe. Boy, it's young folk out here who would massacre that whole mindset and mentality and then go get them some fries and a burger and go home and not think twice about it.
Correct.
Hmm.
And that's another thing, and I ain't gonna dwell too much on that, but uh as you alluded to, it's okay to grow up. It's
Yeah.
okay to
Yeah,
not lock yourself into a certain mindset or state of being, or be so encompassed with what once was that you can't be who you have an opportunity to be in the moment in which you exist, because that's what
yes,
you're gonna miss. Only thing you can ever really truly miss is the moment that you in. um Everything outside of that is what could happen potentially and what's done already happened. So
Yes.
just,
that part.
be happy, be in the moment, grow, mature, accept where you at in life, and don't let people walk all over you. And
That's
and
true.
and that's everybody up here that said that doesn't mean you got to be nasty with it. That don't mean you got to be sideways or loud or whatever. Vision did a great breakdown. You can say it with
Hmm.
a smile on your face and still
Yeah,
let people know that this is where you stand and these are your boundaries. And where they go with it after that, that's 100% on them. It ain't on you.
Right.
and and I'm gonna tell you something. Those are the people. Well, first, let me mention this real quick. I left this comment up on the screen for
Thank
both of
you.
you distinguished gentlemen
I,
because
I,
you're older than me. I will acquiesce, but Coach Mary Ma says she don't want no problems.
you know what? I respect my elders, Coach Mary Ma, and I will acquiesce to my elders in a heartbeat.
Ooh,
I got no problem with that because that's how I was raised. See, I don't know what Jay talking about. I still want to see that boy's birth certificate, but
Now, okay. I got a moment of truth. Screen record this and save it. Put it in antiquity. There is a possibility. There is a possibility that
allegedly.
vision, allegedly, that vision preparedness may be anywhere from 2.5 to 3 years older than myself. I'll
Uh,
admit.
boy, I was thinking more along the lines of 10 to 15,
I don't know
but
about all that, bro. I don't know about
that's
all that.
that new math you doing, so I'll let it go with that.
But I
oh,
can't
I
help
can't take
I can't help but
it.
respect him because of how he presents, the conversations we have, the way he shows up, who he is, and how he moves. So, we tease a lot, we joke back and forth, but
Oh yeah,
um,
Yeah,
when you got so many older men out here who don't want to hear nothing from nobody younger than them, and then you got so many young folks who got people with years of wisdom who can give them a heads up on some of the roads they see them heading down. It's refreshing, and I'm always appreciative of our time together and our correspondence, because this don't happen everywhere. So
that's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
much love to my both of my brothers up here,
Both of y'all,
Much
and
love.
absolutely.
for
when
sure.
you around the people who never even have the intent of disrespecting or walking over you, boy, it sure make life easier, man. It make
Yeah,
life a beautiful thing.
Yes, it does.
for sure.
Yeah.
And that's where the balance comes in. And I'm glad you mentioned that, big bro, because I wanted to emphasize that. Because sometimes, because of what's happened in the past, we can enter future situations with the same response. Just because somebody
Uh,
walked over you yesterday, don't mean that this other person that's coming at you with genuine advice means you harm.
Right.
So you gotta be able to distinguish the difference. Now that distinguishing, it doesn't happen overnight. It may take some time for you to realize who's who and who's what. You see what I'm saying? I know
yeah.
Jay and Vision better now than I did a year ago, and it helps our friendship to become even stronger. But it takes time. They're gonna be ups, they're gonna be downs. That it ain't all pretty and roses. But at the end of the day, when you find out who's who and who's the real one, you don't have to worry about them walking over you. And then y'all, as friends, can protect each other from the world.
That exactly.
See,
Exactly.
now check out the prepared Irishman's comment. He absolutely right. See, that's my guy right there, and he knows. He knows.
Yes, indeed. I see you, Irishman. I see you. I see
That's
you.
right.
Look, Irishman said he ain't gonna stand for this lack of respect about age. I need to let everybody know who the oldest really
Right. That's right. But I appreciate both of y'all, man. You know, y'all my guys. I saw y'all up here. I said, oh well, I need to go up here and put my little paint in and see what I can stir up. But as
Yes,
always,
sir.
man, that's a great topic. Great topic. And
Thank you,
again,
bro.
you and African Dreaming, y'all be bringing the heat and some topics that need to be talked about, but don't nobody want to talk about them.
Oh, sir, you just
we
stop
we
now,
try.
because if you look at your last 2 or 3 lives, come on, bro,
Yes, yes.
come on.
Li- Listen, boy, I'm gonna tell you. When Vision speaks, people show up. The Vision be 3 minutes in with 90 people there. Like what? Like
Nah,
listen, they
nope,
pay attention. They
Whatever.
pay attention.
Hey,
nope.
hey, don't play modest. Don't play modest, because
Yes.
he's not exaggerating. The ones that I stay up for, and it be so late over here, I don't always get in the chat, but I'll leave it running while I'm falling asleep, and I'll just be listening until I can't no more, and I leave it running. And yeah, you be about 13, 20 minutes in, it be about 60 people. I said, well, my goodness, my Jesus
Yes.
Lord, what is
See, see,
what
y'all.
sorcery is this? My
I'm done.
goodness.
I am done. I am done with both of y'all. That right
Listen,
there.
but
No, he
but
did
I'm
not.
but this is the thing, and this is what friendships are supposed to be about. You meet different people in different ways, and the friendships may be different, but each one is unique in its own way. There are so many people
Yes.
that I've met through YouTube that, like we were talking about the other day, Jay. I mean, what are the odds of me going to Texas and bumping into you at HEB and we both being like, you know what? Let's go hang out. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Um,
Right. Right.
so man, I'm thankful for both of y'all for real.
Likewise, one of these days I'm gonna do a live that lasts 15 hours. I'm gonna try it.
Oh, here he go.
You
Here
know,
he go.
you know. Hey, 12 days later, he's still
Here
up
he
here.
go. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, bro. You gonna quit SpongeBob and me in my own lives. Vision the only person that SpongeBob me in my own life, man. He'll be like, he'll say something, and then he'll be like, oh, 3 days later, 9 days later, 20 days. I'll be like, okay, you know what? Maybe I am going a little long. Let me go and get off of here. but
That's because I love you and you my man, and you got a lot to say. So I'm just saying, I'm just helping you out.
but
But man,
now
I'm gonna
now this
say this, bro. You always bring a lot of love, a lot of energy, and For those who don't know, y'all can go back and look at that live, man. Vision preparedness was one of our first guests. Um, I forget how long ago it's been,
Oh
but
wow, almost
man,
a year.
Nice.
almost a year. The way
Yep.
that this brother and we was watching you before that, but we was mostly watching from the bushes, and then
Right.
we kind of jumped in, and we just the bond we done built since then, the
Yep.
closeness, the coolness. It's like for those who do believe, I believe the Most High, the Creator, know what He doing,
Yes,
and
indeed.
people
Yep.
get brought into your life for two reasons: for a blessing or for a lesson.
There you
And
go. Say that. Oh,
learn.
wait a minute.
Oh,
I'm
hold
throwing a
on.
red flag on that one, bro. You know that's a personal foul. You not walking out on that one. No.
I'm just
See,
saying, them the
you
only two in my eye.
okay. I was gonna say you just need to say that again.
I believe the Creator bring people in your life for two reasons: for a blessing or for a lesson. And as I grow as a man, I've learned to accept and be completely okay with both. Because some people come in for a season, you get a
Yes.
lesson from it, and
Yes.
other people are those long-standing blessings that stick around for a while, and you get to absorb and get a whole lot from them.
That's
That's
right.
it. That's
That's
it
it.
for me. It
Hmm.
happens in our real life and it happens in this creative content space. The only thing you
Mm-hmm.
need to make sure you do along the way is make sure you don't let nobody walk all over you.
That's
That's
true.
it. That's it.
That's true.
Big
And
fact.
and and I look at y'all. I met both of y'all through Triple Threat, and I was like,
Hmm.
huh?
Hmm.
And from there, then I had the blessing to go discover the OG of it all, which
Yeah.
is Lead Farmer 7-3, and I sat there and said, "Oh, wait a minute,
Yeah.
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 wait a minute,"
Yeah.
That's that's
and
different.
he made me go get a whole new different notebook.
Hey, look. Now I'm gonna do this just because you mentioned it. Y'all know what Last Farmer promised me.
Right.
Um, it's in this box.
Oh,
Now
snap.
There you
I
go.
I do, I don't know whether I want to do a live stream or whether I want to do a video. I was leaning toward video, but I'm leaning toward live stream. So y'all let me know what you want me to do because I'm thinking about doing this for work on you Wednesday. That's what I'm thinking about. But
There you
y'all tell me
go.
what you think.
Live stream sounds good to me.
That's what's up,
Okay.
bro. That's what's up. That's gonna be dope, man. I can't wait to
Yeah.
see that. You
Yes.
see what Coach Mary Ma said while Vision up here talking bad about me? Look here now.
Pick the local color. Okay. 30 minutes to 1 hour. That's right. Tell him, coach. Tell him, Coach Mary Ma.
Hey, it is. Y'all. I'm telling you, I'm getting. So for real, we will spend an hour over here greeting each other, asking about every child, the wife, mamas and daddies, and now just to give reference.
Mm-hmm.
So for context. I'm talking about when you go to see your lawyer, when I go to meet my attorney, when I go handle business, when I'm sitting down in business negotiations, even if we just talking about how many chickens you gonna buy or what kind of this or what kind of that. It's very common over here to spend an ungodly amount of time with pleasantries and conversation. Then you spend about 30 minutes talking about actual business, and then you start the goodbyes, and that take another. You can be in a 3 hour conversation, 3 hour meeting,
Mm-hmm.
and spend 30 minutes talking about the business part of it, and everything else is
Right.
pleasantries. Just yeah, very very. It's not informal, but anyway,
That's
when
just the
y'all get
culture.
live when y'all get my age, y'all understand. You want to say hi and by the folk
Mm-hmm.
with y'all
Now,
young
now,
self.
and it's funny. It's funny you say
Delusion is
that, big
real.
bro. It's funny. Y'all got me dying. Um, it's funny you say that because I'm a Southern boy. You know what I mean? I don't know what it's like to live in the city. I've always lived in the country, so you know what I mean. It's nothing to have and the funny thing is, like when people call you, like I be at work and a vendor will call about something, and they'll ask how you doing. I say, well, how are you doing? Oh, thank you for asking. Knowing good well I ain't buying a doggone thing from them. But we're gonna spend a couple minutes talking because that's
Right.
just that's just how we do. So
Yeah,
it's those kind of things are important.
it is. Even for the youngsters, we got to teach them something.
Oh,
Gotta teach him something. Oh,
hit
he
him
gonna hit
with
us with the
me.
dad pose. See, you right about that politely. Now, see, I remember when I turned about 40, 142. See, now what Vision decided to do was let a little bit of gray come in down there so he can project. Man, don't let
Oh,
this man
huh.
41 month.
Um, yo, we got stuff happening in the chat.
What's
I ain't mean to cut you off, Jay. Um,
Oh yeah,
so I'm gonna be doing a video on it soon. But for those that don't know, StreamYard just upgraded, so now participants can comment in the live chat on StreamYard. That used to not be there, but it is there now.
gotcha.
But growing what I eat, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That
Yes,
$1.99 means that you believe in us, you believe in the community, you are a part of the community, and together we will succeed. So for that, I say thank you. And I mean, hey, I think my bro want to hear the song. So I mean, who am I to not play the
hit them
song?
with the song.
Get
I
it.
gotta get him right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, got boy, that song gonna get me in trouble. One of these days, I'm gonna do something I ain't supposed to be doing during that song, and I'm gonna come out and embarrass myself. Um,
All right,
so growing what I eat, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, Magic fam.
Magic.
I appreciate you.
What's going on
Thank
with
you.
you,
Thank you.
bruh?
Thank
Thank you.
Now I met Magic through VP, solid dude. You know what I
you.
mean?
Me too.
I appreciate you,
Yeah.
fam. This is what community does. We bring other people together and we meet people that we wouldn't have normally met as fast because of who we connect with. So, Magic, I say thank you, fam. Thank you, bro. And let me get you right. Let me get you right.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah. Let me
definitely.
let me do Magic one better. Let me get
Oh,
you.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just had to mix it up just a hair,
there
just
you
to,
go. There you go.
just a little bit, just a little bit. But man, this whole conversation has been encouraging for me, and that's why I like to have these conversations because now we mentioned elephants earlier. It's said that elephants have one of the best memories as far as animals go. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let
Yep.
y'all
Yeah.
know. Despite this big nose, I'm not an elephant. I forget something quick, quick. So,
Hey,
but I
hey,
like what that.
I'm I'm with you. I'm in the wonder years now, man. I'm wondering where my keys are. I'm wondering where I park my truck. I'm right. Please.
But the, these conversations are the reminders that we need because with Jay and April over there with Hillshire Farm in Tanzania and doing YouTube and all the other things they got going on.
Yep.
VP out there in the woods working from home, protecting people and cutting trees down while fixing IPv6 and all kinds of stuff. You know, and then
Ah,
me, I'm trying to do all I can over here. Um, we need these reminders. You know what I mean? It's some of these conversations they linger. So when it happens again, um, and I'm real talk, the part of why this came up, me and Jay had a conversation several weeks ago, and it was similar to this. And I haven't forgot that conversation, Jay. And I had a chance to implement what we discussed, and I felt so empowered because
Yeah.
I let somebody know that's my standard. Like, no,
Right.
that's my standard. I draw the line in the sand right here. So
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to have this conversation publicly, and I'm so glad that both of y'all were able to be here because if you can't draw a line in the sand, you will forever be swept away by the tide.
Ooh.
ooh,
Ooh.
ooh.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get ready to go because your nephew's looking a little hungry, and I don't want him to start growling at me.
Right on. Right on.
Right now, y'all, and this is for everybody in the chat too. Right now, somebody's mad at you because you chose peace over drama and distance over disrespect.
Man.
Got to be
Man.
more careful.
Man.
I knew it.
And
I knew
there
he
you
was
go. I
leaving.
knew it too.
Literally.
Yep.
But
Yep.
man, what he's you really want to set some coals on somebody's head? Don't give them the satisfaction of getting a rise out of you. It'll burn them up
For
because they
shizzle.
know that for shizzle. You know, so don't be afraid to be calm. It's okay. Now, and I'm gonna tell you, some of the best villains in movies and whatnot, if you notice, the best ones are always laughing. They may be doing the most heinous of things
Yeah.
in the movie, but they're
Yeah.
laughing
Yeah.
because they're having fun being them. So be yourself. You can be yourself and have standards. Hey, I'm a geek through and through. I got dad jokes for days. Always got one in the chamber, but I don't have to come out of that to let somebody know, hey, I can't tolerate that because
Right.
it's quick. It's done. It's just done. And then we go back to dad jokes.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just I'm uh I'm proud of all of our collective growth, everything that we've done and accomplished, everything that we continue to achieve. And you said something earlier, and I won't belabor this point, but something that you said,
Mm-hmm.
I really want to encourage other people, whether it's in their everyday life, in their physical life, or whether it's in their virtual life, setting boundaries, not allowing anybody to walk over you is so important for a myriad of different reasons. But the most important reason is if you ever allow them to one time, they will always be under the assumption that they always can.
That
So
part.
once you dispel those notions and proclivities, it's erased, it's removed. You're not the person, and life goes on. And like you said, man, some even the villains, if a villain can be wreaking havoc and causing all the calamity in whatever city or town, if it's the Joker or the Penguin, or if you
Mm-hmm.
outside of Gotham and you may be over somewhere else, they smile because they getting joy from what they doing. You
Yeah.
got to ask yourself why you not getting joy from what you doing.
Ooh, that part. That part,
Yeah,
right, Matt? If you
that's
aren't
it, bro.
having fun, you aren't going to do it, but for so long. And
Mm-hmm.
look, I real quick, I'll tell you one quick story before we get ready to go. This was the other day. We were at the house, and my mother-in-law was over, and the dog was in the house, of course. My mother-in-law sat down with some food. Dog got close to my mother-in-law, and my wife said something. I think little man said something, and she just kept getting closer and closer to the food. And
Mm-hmm.
for a split second, all I had to do was slightly raise my voice, real quick, 2 seconds.
Yeah.
She looked at me like, "Oh shoot," and she got up and came and sat beside me, because this is that point where now I got to elevate. You've been warned. You've been warned. I'm not yelling. I'm not screaming, but it's just sharp enough to say, "Oh," because the thing is, we're trying to mentally adjust. That's what we're doing with people as we exist here. I need you to understand and mentally adjust that for me, I don't accept that. It don't have to be physical. It don't have to be loud. It don't have to be big. But I just need you to know when you come over here, I don't tolerate that. And that's what it's about.
That's it. That's it, bro. Well said. Well
Thank you,
said,
big
son.
bro. And speaking of African dreaming, there goes the other half of African dreaming. Big sis coming in pieces of April. Y'all check the channel out over there, going and growing, 130 and moving. Listen, it's part of the movement, y'all. Go show Big Sis some love, please, please,
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
for sure,
She
for
appreciates
sure.
that. I don't even know what part of the house she in, but I'm sure she said thank you.
Yeah, hey man, we good old Southern folks around here. You know how we do. Look, we can sit under the tree and have us a conversation with a piece of straw stuck out our mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
but real talk, man. We fam. That's just how we do. You already know. Oh look, there it goes. Thank you, Joseph. Oh man. But I want to say thank you to VP Big Bro Vision Preparedness for coming up
Preparedness.
and dropping some gems. Yeah. And you already know the one and only Big Bro J, African Dreaming. Thank you for the insight. There is and I say it all the time, probably publicly, there's a certain way in which you speak that commands attention. That's the reason. Because, see, I can't go live for 3 hours. After 3 hours, I don't even want to listen to myself. You see what I'm saying? But there's a reason that you can go 3 hours and listen, the numbers never drop. There's a reason. I'm just
Thank you,
saying.
bro.
So I
Thank
appreciate you, big bro. Big
you.
sis,
Thank
pieces of April. Thank you for being here. Um, um, growing what I eat. Thank you for the super sticker, bro. Majik, thank you for the super sticker. I'm trying to implement the Tanzanian way of saying goodbye so that 3 hours later we'll finally be ready. Um, uh, M&T Living and Cooking, Big Bro and Big Sis, thank y'all for coming through. One of our silver members, Coach Mary Ma, thank you for coming through. Our mod, official Jamie, thank you, sis, for coming through. We appreciate you. I can't go but so far up in the chat because Streamer already
Right.
let me.
Hey, Joe,
But
what time is it? It's still evening over there, so it's almost 6. It's a little after 6.
yep,
Uh,
6:24.
you could say Gioni and Gemma.
Gioni and Gemma.
Yeah, Gioni and Gemma.
Did I get it right? What does that
You
mean?
perfect, man. I think you a Swahili boy. You been how long you been speaking Swahili? Cause
About
you good.
2.2 seconds. What did you have me say?
I had you say, have a like a good evening, a great evening, a blessed evening, a happy evening, all of that stuff. Asubui is morning, Umchana is afternoon, Gioni is evening, and Usiku is night. So by saying Gioni and Gemma, you saying, hey man, have a great, it's usually a reference that's made in departure, like
Okay,
almost like a goodbye. So
nice.
it's like Gioni and Gemma, like, okay, man, you take care. We'll see you later. Have a good evening and yada yada. So yeah.
Listen, y'all, I'm gonna tell you something. You come over here for a live stream, you ain't just gonna get some knowledge. You're gonna get some Kiswahili too. Shoot, Rosetta Stone ain't got nothing on Jay and April. I'm just saying. I done learned so much Kiswahili that's floating around in my brain. I went to Burger King and she thought I went to Africa. I'm just saying. But real talk, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I really do. I really do. Um,
Thank you
man,
for having me,
everybody.
brother.
Oh man, the privilege is mine, bro. The privilege is mine. I just appreciate y'all being part of the community, being part of my family. You know what I mean? I want to say thank you to everybody for the kind words about the live stream. I can't take credit. I was just one piece. I was one cog in the wheel, and we had two other cogs, and we turned this thing into a Timex around here. So I say thank you. I appreciate y'all, and remember the recipe. Stay strong, stay positive, stay active. Geek Squad.
Geek Squad.
Yes, sir. And we will see y'all on the next one. Y'all take care.